to... That's pretty crafty. I had to think about that
Whatever
first.
this is.
Yes. Our show. And hey, we have
Our
people
show.
watching us already, so yay. Hello,
Oh
people.
my god,
And
hello.
more than just two, so it means that other people are tuning in, not just us watching ourselves.
I don't know what you mean. I have 6 accounts open.
Well, that explains the total of 6.
Yes.
Wait, no, it doesn't, because I'm one too. I don't trust the count on the thing that we're looking at. To Twitch.
Never trust the count.
Yeah, the viewer count is always not right.
Yeah.
But that's okay. Hi, DB. How you been? Oh, good, huh? It's fine.
A loaded fucking question.
Well, okay. Let's go to an easier question. Have you been crafting anything?
Yes.
What you been crafting?
I've been working on my apron for my
Yay.
Ren Fair costume.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's almost done. I have to
Yay.
do the waistband now.
Okay.
And so I will have pictures of that eventually. I don't have it done yet.
Okay.
And then I've been writing.
Yay. That's right,
Uh-huh.
because we are doing a writing thing. We'll talk
Yeah,
about that in a minute.
we're doing wham.
Wham. I have also been crafting. I can't
You
show
have
you everything, but look!
600 pairs of. Oh, that turned out so
Didn't it turn out super
good.
cute? So that is my cauldron that we did for our Halloween episode for our what did we want? Hocus Pocus.
Yes.
And the little things come out, and they're perfect little coasters, and the little
Yes.
baubles sit around the drink, and
Damn.
then it just folds up into little quarters and tucks in and looks like a bubbling cauldron. So I finished that, and I'm really pleased with it. And I was talking with Greg when we did last week's crits and knits, and I think what I'm going to do is make some more what's the word, coaster bits, but do them so that the inside is green, and use a gold to make the baubles.
Oh, to make
And make it for
a pot of gold.
Pot of gold for St.
Yeah.
Patrick's Day. But yeah, I'm really happy with how this turned out. I think it's really cute.
It turned out really good.
And now I think I've got like 10 coasters in that, because I think my gauge was off for the pot, because just the 4 did not really fill it. It looked really empty. So I've got like the ones that are folded in quarters on top, but then underneath it I've just got a whole stack of them.
Oh. Well, we already knew that you didn't know how to count, Danny.
Look, I can count just fine, thank you.
Don't lie to me. Don't lie to our audience.
What it is I just grabbed the crochet hook that was closest, and I probably should have gone down a couple of hook sizes to make the whole thing smaller. It's fine. It's fine. Everything is fine.
Mm-hmm.
But I finished that, and the thing I've been working on most the last couple of days is a baby blanket.
Ooh.
Yeah. A friend of mine is baby number 2 is due in just a couple weeks.
Oh,
And
geez.
Big Brother got a blanket from me when he was born, and so I am working on a blanket for Baby Brother.
Oh,
And it's a different
2
pattern,
boys.
but it's going to be about the same size, and it's going to be similar in that it's a very cubic, sort of square-based pattern.
Sure.
And it's the same brand of yarn, but different colors. So the first one was a cream and a light blue and a medium blue. And this one is a dark blue-green, a medium green blue, and a lighter, like, grass green or leaf green. So it's 3 shades of green rather than blues. So,
Nice.
yeah, but I'm not going to show that off because I want it to be a surprise. So
Oh.
I'll show you later.
Thank you.
I will take
I'm
pictures.
special.
So once it's gifted, I will share pictures in Discord and stuff. But until
Fair
then,
enough.
it's going to be a secret because I don't want mom and dad, baby's mom and dad, not my mom and dad. My mom and dad, I don't care if they know, it's fine. But I don't want baby's mom and dad to know ahead of time.
Do they follow us?
Yes, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn.
The dad pops into stream every once in a while, so.
How dare he?
No, I love that my friends come and watch me stream
Get out of
Minecraft.
here, Dad!
No! No, we like our daddies here. That was the face I expected. Thank you. Thank you for being predictable. I love you, baby. Anyway, what have you been reading?
Oh, okay. Let me pull out my books, my app. What? You don't want us to care?
Oh no, I. It's fine if you care. It's fine if you see. I don't care if you see it. That's nothing about you caring. Oh goodness. Hello, Mom.
Hello. So I have read. I don't remember where we left off.
I do not remember. I mean, a while ago.
Okay, did I talk about such sharp teeth?
I think maybe you were started on it.
Yes. Okay, finish that. It was good. It's a lot about feminine rage in
Okay.
werewolf form. So it's very much a, oh yeah,
It's a
this
feel
makes a
good thing,
lot of
isn't it?
sense
Yeah.
if you are a femme
Gotcha.
person. And then I read Guarded Treasure.
And
It was it was good. It
okay.
was spicy. It was described to me as if like the 1999 Mummy movie in a book form,
Okay. Okay.
which I don't disagree with.
Okay.
And I actually kind of liked some of the characters. So, I like all the characters in the movie.
Right.
I just expected there to be more parallels to it when they said that, and there isn't.
Okay.
And then I read Ghost Walk.
And how was that?
I loved it. It's also a spicy
Okay.
romance book, where she falls in love with a ghost.
All right. We like that.
We do. And it ends really well, and I think I will probably read more of that person's work, especially
Okay.
because I can get it on Kindle Unlimited.
That's always handy.
Yeah. And I think all the other ones I've talked about already.
Okay. Well, yay.
I'm ahead of my reading goal for the year.
That's nice. That's a good feeling,
I
isn't it?
I had started at like, I want to read 10, 12 books, and I was like, yeah, okay. Then I upped it to 15. After I read the 10, I was like, yeah, 15, I'll probably burn out and not read anymore. We're at 23.
Nice.
Yeah. So,
I like that. You're like almost doubled what you had intended.
yeah,
That's
I
fantastic.
don't think I'll get 30 in this year just because like
Life.
there's life. I've switched jobs. I'm still running that goddamn summit,
Mm,
which will be over by Thursday.
yay. So close. So
So
close.
tired. I'm so tired.
Yeah, we're not going to have a super long episode today, but it's a very chill one because our coloring episodes
Yeah.
always are.
Yeah. I'm just life is do be lifing.
It do that. It do
Yeah,
that.
and I'm exhausted and I hate being exhausted. I would much rather not be exhausted, but here we are.
Yep, it happens.
Oh, ow.
Well, I have also done some reading. Um,
Tell us everything, Danny. Oh wait, how many socks did you cast on in Socktober?
8.
Oh, that feels low
Well,
for
8
you.
pairs, so 16 socks.
Sure, sure.
Yeah,
But I feel like last year you had closer to 10?
yeah. I think I had more last year, but this year I really wanted to finish some of them too.
Sure.
So I had this set that I was making from yarn that I got a couple of different places, but the patterns were all the Socks of Narnia Volume 2 patterns by Lisa K. Ross.
Okay.
And I had started those last year, and I finished
Mhm.
2 pair eventually. Um, and I decided that with mom and dad visiting, I wanted to give mom socks,
Oh, sure.
and I wanted to give her that set.
Oh, sure.
But I had to finish the 2 other pairs, so I cast on those and finished them. So
Yeah.
I finished 2 pairs of socks in October.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
then I gave her the whole set of 4 pairs
Oh, I love that.
because they were all
Okay.
coordinating. I think I put them up on our Crits and Knits Instagram 2 weeks ago. Um, but yeah, it's a set of 4 socks that are all shades of brown and cream. Um, so I
I am so
finished two
sorry.
pairs.
Oh,
But then, yeah, I cast on 6 more. So I've cast on all of the Socks of Skywalker by Lisa K. Ross. And then another one called Diamonds in the Light. And another set of my Star Wars Sock Saga socks. I'm doing the Princess Leia colorway, which I'm sure has been renamed to something else, but I got it so long ago that it still had Princess Leia on the name.
is
Yeah,
that it?
that's it. That's the set.
Okay.
So those I finished and washed and blocked and photographed and sent home to mom. Or with mom.
Nice.
So. And I did cast on a pair of socks for my dad. Oh, mom's wearing some of them today. Yay.
I saw that. Not all 4 pairs. Why not?
Because she has 2 feet like a normal human. I'm doing
I don't know what you're talking.
I don't know.
Normal feet?
Normal. But yes. But yeah, I've done a bunch of reading. So you can see my book garden growing.
Jesus Christ. I'm like, I did 23. I'm
Which
so happy. And you're all like, I'm 112.
107, but
107?
yes. So I yeah. When I'm overwhelmed, I read. It's fine. It's fine. Now, a couple of those turned out to be novellas. And a couple of them turned out to be not great.
Did you not finish them?
No, I finished them. But I have had a couple of 5 stars lately.
Danny
Um,
doesn't understand the concept of life's too short to read bad books.
I do not. No, that is not how I roll. But I have had several 5 stars in the last set of books that I've read. Um, so the first one is Promise Me This by Hannah Bird. I'm going
Okay.
to cover up. I don't want to show people my reviews because sometimes I'm mean in my own personal reviews, and there's one that's a bad one on here.
Guys,
Um,
guys, Danny's over here saying she's mean. She probably just went, I don't like this book much. And that's her meanness.
but I don't want to do that to an author. Like, if I didn't like the
D-
book, I
Danny.
don't.
Danny.
Mm-hmm.
But you're not over here telling people that they should never write again.
No.
You're probably like, eh.
I mean, some of them are get a fucking editor, damn it. But that's
100% I have been there. There have been plenty of books that I've started reading and I'm like, ooh, that word misspelled. That sentence doesn't make sense.
that is not grammar. That is not grammar. You're just making shit up now.
Yeah, here's the thing. Sometimes those books can still be okay,
Yes.
but sometimes it pulls you out of the book.
Yeah.
So I get it.
Thank you, E. I appreciate the offer. I
I'm
may have
I'm
to do that.
honestly, well, if you ever need to nicely tell someone it's terrible, let me know. Yes. But also, if I'm here's the thing. If I want Danny, if I need somebody to tell me my thing is terrible, but in the nicest way ever, I'm sending it to Danny. Because Danny would be like, well, it was okay. And I'd be like, it was fucking terrible.
But I won't tell you it's terrible.
If I need somebody to tell me it's terrible, I will be sending it to Greg. I feel like Greg will be okay hurting my feelings.
If you need to know it's terrible, you'll give it to me. If you want someone to tell you it's terrible, you give it to Greg. How's that?
I'm not giving Greg my writing. It would scar him.
I yeah, there's yeah.
Just like I
Anyway,
won't give you my horror writing.
I appreciate that very much. Um,
I feel like you get it enough with story time with Silas.
yes, some of these are. Oh, we've got. I have to tell you about the thing that I've got to work on because it's good, but it's creepy as fuck. So yay. Yeah, but so I'm just reading Mom's comment.
I saw. I saw. Here's the thing. Because Danny is Canadian, there's just something about the way she talks
You find
that
it very
makes you
hard to be
go,
offended.
it's not that. Because you say sorry. You don't say sorry. You say sorry. And it's the only time you're like, ah, yes, Danny is not American.
Oh. But in any case, I've read some 5-star books. That's where I was going with all that. So the first really good one that I read was called Promise Me This by Hannah Bird. And it was one that I had picked up and then put down for a while. I think I had started it. I started it back in July and read like a chapter and then put it down.
Okay.
But it was a romance. It was a second chance romance, which I'm not usually into, which is probably why I put it down.
Yeah.
But as it got into it, gosh, it was just so good. The it didn't take long to figure out why the female main character Leona left Callum, or why she ghosted him.
Not because of his stupid name.
No, he was in Scotland. That was
Sorry.
a good Scottish name. It was fine.
Sorry, that was so mean. I'm such a dick.
But they were 18. They were in love. She was on a student exchange and was going home for the summer so that she could do her visa thing, and she was going to come back and they were going to spend the next year together and it was going to be fantastic. And she went home and then she never came back and never, just eventually stopped calling him and everything. And you're set up to be against her and to be on his side. But it doesn't take long to sort of reveal what happened, and it makes you much more sympathetic towards her. And the book made me cry a couple of times.
Did a parent die?
No. Do you want me to give spoilers?
I don't care. I'm not going to read it.
Well,
Hold on. If any of this is interesting to any of you,
cover your ears.
please go away.
I'll be very
Come
quick with the
back
spoiler.
in like a minute
I'll
or
put my
so.
hand up, and when I put my hand down, you can come back. How's that?
Sounds good.
She got pregnant, and then the baby had a bunch of like genetic problems, and was born early and only lived a couple of days.
Oh, that's sad.
So it was very sad. But that's why she never got back to him.
Was it his baby?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So she was, I'll put my hand back up. She was 18 and had just been given this like terrible diagnosis and was alone again because he didn't know and couldn't be there, and it was complicated circumstances that made sense that she didn't talk to him about it, but it was a whole thing. But it was really good the way they managed to come back together and get past everything. And this was a book where they actually like sat down and had adult conversations instead of just talking around in circles, and all the conflict came from them not talking. Like, she didn't tell him this right away, because when she showed up on his doorstep, he slammed the door in her face, basically. I mean, not completely, but that was essentially the reaction is, why the fuck are you back here after 12 years? Which is a completely reasonable reaction.
Yeah.
He had a ring picked out and everything, so...
They were 18. Calm down, sir.
But still. What else did I read that was really good? Sealed with a Kiss. That is one of the ones that Ren recommended, part of the Virtue Shifters series. Where...
Because it's a seal, isn't it?
Yes, it's a seal.
Oh my God.
The male main character is a seal shifter.
Oh my God.
Missy and Ryan were their names, and it was just such a cute one. He was like all tongue-tied around her. It was really sweet.
I'm sure he was. Wink.
He accidentally turned into a seal in front of her because he was just that, like, it was funny. And
I'm pretty sure that would have made me blink and then walk away. I'd have been like...
That's pretty much what she did. But the whole thing was set at this fair. And she works in the funnel cake booth. And I happened to read this, like, I finished it just a couple days before we went to the fair here. And I ate funnel cake. I'm like, this is just fantastic. I love it.
We do love some funnel cake.
The next 5-star was Charm Me by Tana Fensky. She just pretty much is always a 5-star for me. It was about a lawyer turned private investigator, and it's part of a whole series, so I'm not going to go through that, but it was a really good one. There was another one that I got on Amazon on the Prime Reading, Kindle Unlimited. That's, thank you, their words.
Hey you.
And I had grabbed it because a lot of people were talking about it, and then I looked at it and I got it in my head that it was about like an alpha asshole sort of man, and I wasn't in the mood for that. And I was completely wrong. And I think it's because of the title. The title of the book is The Cock Down the Block. But the female main character, what was her name? Oh, I forgot. Trixie raises chickens. She has a bunch of chickens, including a rooster who's just like a little jerk who pecks at the guy. But that's
as they do.
Where the title came from, because her chickens play a big role in everything. But it was just cute and sweet, and he saved the day, sort of, but it was kind of his fault that it was ruined because it was another sports romance, sort of. It was a whole complicated thing, but I really liked it.
You and your sports romance.
I don't know how these keep getting recommended to me, but I keep clicking on them and they're like decent, so I guess that's why.
Because you keep reading them, Danny.
Yes, fine. And then the one that I just finished yesterday, and it took me a while to read because it's called The Playlist, and it's based on Taylor Swift songs. Like, every chapter is titled after a Taylor Swift song. And so I went through and I made a playlist
of
the songs in the book, and I played that as a background. And I think based on reviews that I read after I finished it, I'm probably in the minority for really liking it and liking the character. A lot of people were talking about how she was immature and couldn't make up her mind and was too much of a people pleaser. I'm like, that's the whole point of this, like, road trip journey that they're on, is trying to help her figure out who she is without feeling the pressure of who she feels like she's supposed to be. And if you are not someone who is or was a people pleaser, you're not going to get that and it's not going to work for you. And I understand that. But for those of us who are, there's a really relatable character. And it was another one that made me cry several times as I was reading it. This is really good. I hate it. But yeah, that's the most recent finish. But also, I read this one.
Oh, yes, you did read the thing that we are talking about today, Lore Olympus.
Yes.
And what are we doing today on top of that, Danny? We have other things to talk about, though.
We do. But since this was under where I was putting my book away from, I also
Yeah.
read Volume 1 of Lore Olympus. I'd read it as a webtoon
Yes.
a while ago, but I've been
Same.
collecting the books now, and they're so pretty.
They are so pretty. I also think I prefer to collect the books now that Webtoons is doing their bullshit. Um,
Yeah, they're getting a little bit harder to work with.
yeah. But that's not what we're talking about yet.
No, we were going to talk about Wham.
Wham!
Wham!
Uh, for those of you who don't know what Wham is, let's
It's,
talk
it's
about the
pretty.
controversy that is NaNoWriMo now.
Oh, yeah. They have come out, and I don't know if anything has changed, if they've changed their stance on stuff, but they have come out very firmly in support of AI,
Yep.
which I think is a terrible thing.
I do think they came out and changed it when they started getting backlash, but the fact that they had to wait for backlash makes me go, you guys are dumb.
So the
Because they were thinking of it as a way for an accessibility kind of thing for writers.
except it's not an accessibility thing. You
No.
don't need, if you are someone who has a physical disability, there are lots of other tools to use. And if you are someone who does not have the sort of creative mind needed to be a writer, then you don't have that kind of mind and you need to go do something where you're not doing that. Or you need to
Correct.
practice it, because just throwing stuff into Chat GPT and asking it to spit out a story is not writing. You are not creating. You are having a little bit of a kernel of an idea, maybe, and then getting a machine to do all the work for you, wasting tons of energy, all the bad parts of ChatGPT, and it's using other people's work. It's stealing other people's work. Nano also seems to have no problem with letting AI scrape all of the stories that you upload and
Yep.
counter. So I'm just going to say I worried about that from the very beginning, and every time I submitted something to Nano, I did a find and replace with every letter on the keyboard and changed everything in my book to the letter A and then uploaded it that way,
Amazing.
because I didn't want someone to take my ideas. I've been doing this since
I don't
2004, 2005, I think is when I first started doing Nano, and I was doing find replace back then.
I don't think I ever actually uploaded anything to Nano because I never finished it at Nano. Um, but and also Nano had some controversy with people being inappropriate with minors in their chats.
Yeah, the Young Writers program had some people doing some very inappropriate things with kids, and
Yep.
that person is now gone,
And
but it took a long time to get them gone,
took a long time.
and it that should have been caught way earlier and
Correct.
stopped.
So Nano, not great.
Yeah,
Um, it's also just changed a lot since the beginning, and
it has.
obviously change is good a lot of the time, but sometimes it feels very corporate-y.
Yeah.
And as someone who already works in corporate America, I really don't want that in my writing.
Yep.
No, not the band E, but every time we say wham, it makes me think of the band, which is why I add the exclamation point.
Yep.
Wham stands for write hard all month.
And it's an alternative.
Yeah. And it's just a time for you to set your own goal, to set what you want to get done without the expectation of writing 50,000 words.
Because that's a lot.
It is a lot, and I think it's not unfair, but like it's hard when you do 100 other things
Yeah,
all the time. I've never beaten NaNoWriMo ever.
I have, but
Of course you have, Danny.
that is my personality type. I am a completionist and I am competitive. And when you tell me that this is a hard thing, not a lot of people can do it, I'm going to say, fuck that, I can do it. And so I think I officially won Nano 12 or 13 times. And yay, good for me. Um,
Yeah,
but I'm I've transitioned to writing sort of longer form stuff. Um,
sure.
the 50,000 words in a month is a lot, but I would
It
rather
is.
take a little bit longer and be happier with what I come up with and feel less pressure. So I've got several goals for Wham, but one of them is to write 500 words a day. And that's not that much. Um,
No.
I can do that on a lunch break. So that's what I do a lot of days at lunch is I sit and I write for 20 minutes, half an hour and get my words for the day. And it's also a nice mental break from the work that I do at work. It's nice to be able to close the door and turn off my work brain and turn on my fun brain. But like the story I'm working on right now, I'm at 115,000 words. Not just this month. No, that's I've been working on it for quite some time.
I'm over
But
here sitting quite happily at 1500. Um,
but like I said,
just
I'm more into long form stuff these days, and in the the it's just the way my brain is working, and so I would rather take several months to write a 150,000 word story that I'm happy with than crank out a
yes.
50,000 word story in a month and just put it in a drawer and say, okay, that was a thing that I did again.
Yeah, I so the thing is I'm not gonna make excuses. There are times when I could have been writing more, but the problem is I've been not as creative as I've been hoping for, and some of it is the state of the world we're in, and just I'm working like 60 plus hours a week.
Yeah, that will
Like,
make it hard.
yeah, I'm eepy.
Mm-hmm.
So tired all the time.
DB
I
needs
probably need to
naps.
go see a doctor.
What you need to do is sleep more. But also, yeah, a doctor could probably help with that part. But we won't get into
Sleeping is
that.
for the weak.
No, sleep is for the humans.
No, fuck the humans.
But you are a human, sweetie.
Shh. I am not. I'm an eldritch horror. Leave me alone. I was gonna say, given the state of the world,
Yeah,
yeah, it's
it's hard.
what.
And so the wham write hard all month is
Wham!
it's hard for you.
Sorry.
So like you try to write more this month than you normally do.
Yeah.
Like my other goal is to finish the story I'm working on. I've been working on it since March, April, and I know how it's going to end. And I'm getting there and I just want to get it done. So that is one of my other goals is 500 words a day but also finish the story. So,
My the one I'm working on is a kind of a Hallmark Christmas story. Um,
I love it.
that I'm kind of writing for my partner. I have character names down already.
Yay.
I have opening scene. It does not open like a Hallmark movie would.
That's okay.
Um, but there will be those like cutesy Hallmarky parts of it.
I love it.
Um, while I was driving back from Georgia yesterday, I had an idea that uh our main character's love interest invites her to a polar bear plunge. And she goes, Absolutely not. I'm not going to that. Well, her brother owns a bakery, and she's like, "Of course you are. We have catering to do." And part of it is just also because he's like, "I want my sister to be happy."
Mm-hmm.
So,
Well, yay, that sounds fun. I'm
yeah,
excited.
I just have to get there.
And you will. That's what the point of this month is to write hard relative to your life for the month.
Oh, I
Just
just wish my life would let me write more.
oh, tell me about it. One day, man. One day I'm
Oh,
going
I'm
to quit my job and write full time.
only if you can support me as well.
No, I'm not even going to be able to support me like that. That's what I have a husband for.
I, oh, he can support us. Yay! Your husband is my husband now. Um,
As I'm waiting for him to come out of the other room, I'm not sure. I don't think he can hear that, but it's fine.
he's met me all of one time.
Uh,
But no, I don't even need to quit my job. I just need not to be working as much as I am.
yeah.
I haven't taken naps after work in a while, which has been kind of interesting. Does not make me any less tired.
Well, no.
Um, but it also doesn't mean that I'm like I wake up from my nap and I'm just groggy.
Right.
So
Yeah. But that's okay.
I done fucked up.
How'd you fuck up?
So, my boss today, we're gonna get into a little bit of work talk without actually talking about what I do.
Okay.
Um, was like, "Hey, are you still okay to do the safety message next week?" And I went,
The what now, huh?
"God, I forgot the safety messages next week. I have to talk for 30 minutes about some sort of safety topic.
Oh,
Oh, fuck."
I.
I have the summit that's going on. When the fuck am I supposed to do that? The meeting is a week from tomorrow.
Oh, I hope you could get out of it. Oh no. I'm like mentally going through my catalog of speeches that I talks that I have, and like, I could give you talks about eyeballs and uh, how diabetes affects the eyes, or how to do visual field testing. Those are not going to help you at all.
No, I know my topic. I just need to do some research. We're getting too close to Thanksgiving, where people like to set their houses on fire.
Oh, so you have to make sure that your people know what to do when they set their houses on fire? How to properly
Don't,
set your house on fire?
don't drop your turkey into a fucking deep fryer.
I don't know why this is such rocket science, but they're everyone needs that. So many people need that every year. I there's a Hallmark movie where the guy does that and it goes whoosh and it loses eyebrows. Hallmark is telling you not to do it. Well, why don't people know not to drop the hot turkey in the hot oil or the cold turkey in the hot oil? It's bad.
Well, and
Mythbusters did a whole thing on
don't
it.
don't overfill it. That's the other problem. They often overfill the oil, and I'm gonna get into this and go, listen, don't be like my uncle and set my house on fire.
Yeah.
They're gonna be like,
What now?
welcome to safety with Deebles.
Oh, you could just play the Mythbusters episode. Like clips of it where they drop the turkey in and it goes to. It's a very nice graphic, a very good visual.
I don't think my boss would be happy if my safety message was a ghost or a Mythbusters episode.
I suppose.
DB, you're supposed to talk about this. You played a Bill Nye the Science Guy-esque video about turkey.
But it had a really good explosion. This is what we want to avoid. Yeah.
I don't know how we tell people not to be dumbasses.
We're just not going to even go there. Should we talk about our book instead?
Sure.
Although there were quite a few dumbasses in the book too.
Fucking Zeus.
Well, yeah, that fucking Apollo, because that is in this volume.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
we're not cool with that.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm done. I'm not coloring anymore.
Oh, before we even start the coloring part of the
I'm
episode.
tired.
Okay, well, do you want to talk about it while I color then, so people can see some
Look at
coloring?
it.
Aw, is his face? He blew.
It's bleeding through.
Yeah. So we're talking about Lore Olympus, but we got the official Lore Olympus coloring books because they're fantastic and I love them, and
Mm-hmm.
it's pretty and
It is pretty. I'm whiny. I'm sorry.
and so I have tabbed the pages in my book that correspond to the scenes that are in here, but this covers the whole series.
Yes.
But we're only talking about the first book today,
Yes.
which covers up to like episode 20, 21, something like that.
Something like that.
Which you can get on Webtoons, or you can buy in book form.
Buy in book form. It's so pretty.
It is so pretty.
And it doesn't randomly play music at you.
That is true. Although I kind of like the music sometimes.
It's jarring when you're not expecting it.
Well, yes, I can see that. But there's like, I'm going to show you some side-by-sides. So there's the cover, but there's like this pretty one to color, and that is this scene in the book.
Mm-hmm.
And oh, there's just so many pretty things. But I've decided that I am going to color Hera because I like her. She's kind of a sassy bitch.
Yeah.
And that's her. She is fantastic.
She's married to Zeus. Of course
She
she's a
is.
sassy bitch. But she's also his sister.
I mean, the Greeks are complicated. We'll
The
call
Greek
them
gods are complicated.
that.
Let's
The
be
Greek
honest.
gods are complicated. But yes, we did discover that these pages are not great for alcohol.
Hoo-hoos.
Well, alcohol markers in general. They bleed through. Which is very sad because
Sponsor us, oh hoo-hoo. We'll say your name 100 times on stream.
I really wanted to use my oh-hoo-hoos. I even went so far as to swatch all of the colors that would be perfect for Persephone and Hades. And we should probably mention, like, what is the concept of Lore Olympus?
The love story of Mercedes,
Mercedes.
Persephone, and Hades. Their ship name, Mercedes.
Mercedes.
And it opens up with Persephone going to a party and the gods talking about who's the prettiest one, and Hades is like, "Oh God, that girl right there." And so they sneak her into Hades' car, and Hades goes back to the underworld.
Who sneaks her in?
I
Aphrodite.
don't.
And
Oh yeah.
she gets her son Eros to do the sneaking part.
Do the sneaking part, and then Hades is like, the fuck, and is like, shit, I can't just take her back. So he brings her into his house and gives her his bed, and then goes and sleeps somewhere else, I think.
Yep.
In his office or some shit. All of this was also because Hades' girlfriend at the time stood him up. What a bitch.
Because he smells like death and she just doesn't like that.
No.
I'm like, but he's the god of death, that he lives in the underworld. What do you expect?
And she also lives in the underworld, so doesn't the whole underworld smell like death?
Right? Minthy's a bitch, so
She is
fuck her.
a bit.
A big...
A bit. It's so good. What is this?
So Persephone is... It's loosely based on mythology. There's bits
Correct.
that are very different from the traditional myths, and that's fine. It's a story. It's just using the characters.
Yeah.
But Persephone is currently living with Artemis, and she's going to join Artemis and Athena as a an eternal virgin, and her mom is Demeter is super overprotective of her, and
Yes.
she's trying to like be independent ish. And so it's weird for her to be going to this party. Her mom would totally not approve. Her mom would definitely not be cool with her spending the night with Hades, even though nothing happened. Except she kind of has a crush on him already. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
He gave her a fur coat.
He did give her a fur coat because she was walking out of his house in a
And
teeny tiny dress.
because that's what she had borrowed from Artemis to go to the party.
Yes.
Because, that's what you wear when you're a goddess, is you wear something hot.
Apparently. Though she was trying to wear more traditional Greek like garb to the party too, and
And that was a no.
Artemis was like, "What the hell?"
You can't wear that. But it's fun, and Persephone is so cute, and
She is cinnamon roll.
she is a cinnamon roll. And Hades wants to be gruff and mean, and he is just not.
He's just a sad boy.
He is just a sad boy.
He's our sad boy.
Well, I mean, his both his brothers have wives, and I mean, of course, Zeus has everyone because he's Zeus and he's like that.
Yeah. Hades is truly one of the only people that's like, "I love my wife."
Except in this story, she's not his wife yet.
No, she doesn't become his wife until I think the end.
I don't know. I haven't actually finished it yet.
Well, I'm just looking at the last page of the coloring book.
Oh, I haven't even gone that far. I'm like, I'll wait and I'll color more when I finish the next book. So I do have the first 4 of the series in book form.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I was
How many are there?
7, I believe.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. And that's okay. I will eventually have all of them. But I bought myself book 4 for my birthday this year.
Nice. I only have book 1 right now. I have read this book already because I read it through read it. I
Wait.
read it through Webtoons,
Yeah.
but I need to go back and just reread stuff. Um, but I have to be in the moods.
Yeah, comics I find are still hard for me to read. I'm working on it, but they're challenging for me.
Yeah, that's fair.
So I have to be in the right headspace so that I can like pay enough attention to them so that they make sense and don't confuse me and don't upset me.
Fair enough.
But it's they're so pretty. Like these ones are just beautifully illustrated. They're
It's true.
they're a very loose sort of sketchy style, which I really like.
Yeah. I also really like I really need to finish the Cursed Princess Club.
Yes, I started back on that, but I had to take a couple of days off because I had to wait for more credits to build.
Oh,
But I'm
this
so
is
close to being
why I'm
done.
thinking about just buying the books because they are also in book form now.
Really? I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah, hold on. I'll go grab mine.
Yeah, because Cursed Princess Club it's a
So
lot of
cute.
fun. We're gonna definitely have to do an episode of that one. There's so much fine detail in these. Like, so there's a lot of detail in this, and the detail level in the comic is different. But it's still gorgeous. Cursed Princess Club, is that a hardcover?
Yes.
Oh, is it available at like Barnes and Noble?
I think so. I think I bought mine off Amazon though.
Okay.
It's really pretty too. It's all in color.
I love that.
Oh, look at
Oh,
her.
it's so pretty. Okay, yeah, save that for when we do our Cursed Princess Club episode, because we're gonna have to do one of those.
It's a thick ass book too.
Excellent.
Oh, they have like concept art in the back of the book
Oh, that's fun.
of like how they were gonna do the sisters and things before.
I like that.
Early concept art and character design sheets. Oh, oh, I didn't.
Oh dear. DB's making sounds.
I didn't realize where this book leaves off.
Oh no.
Oh man. Oh, bye, Lukey. Oh,
Do we need to end so that DB can go take a nap?
I'm so sorry. I don't mean to be like this.
No, it's okay. Life be lifing, and we do what we gotta
I
do.
I slept for 10 hours last night. I should not be like this.
Well, sometimes stuff happens, and your body says, "I am exhausted."
I did drive for 12 hours less yesterday.
That will be one of those things that will make your body say, "I'm exhausted, thank you."
Yeah. And I have to get up early tomorrow and go to the office. Blah.
Blah,
Blah.
blah. We don't like that.
No, I don't either. We got to do something with our Ohuhus. Now that I own some, so I'm not just getting
Yes.
high off of Sharpies.
Well, they are a lot of fun to do the magnet art.
Well, that's true.
Oh, that's what we'll do when we do Cursed Princess Club.
No.
You don't want to do Cursed Princess Club with magnets?
No.
What do you want to do?
We need to make the sheep thing.
Okay. How do we make the sheep?
I don't know, Danny. You're the designer.
What, you want like a knitted Laverne?
I kinda.
Okay. I will come up with a way for us to knit Laverne, I guess. Okay.
She's so fucking cute.
Well, yeah. She's a very cute, weird sheep thing. That
She is.
a very interesting plot device.
Yeah. Oh. Oh, this book makes me so happy.
Well, we'll find something else animated. What we do we have plans for our next episode? I don't even know where I have the document on my phone.
I don't know where you have the document either.
Wait. Okay. Just a warning, my lighting's gonna get all sorts of weird here. As I open a thing. Ugh, blown out bright. Documents. Change to the right account. That's pretty crafty. Ideas! We have nothing scheduled after this.
We never do.
We often did. We used to.
We used to, but life do be lifin'.
Well, as far as comic things go, in our list of options, we've got Powerpuff Girls, we've got
That's
Teenage
not a
Mutant Ninja
comic.
Turtles. Well, like animated things.
Okay.
So we've got Powerpuff Girls, we've got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, we've got Gravity Falls, we've got Rick and Morty.
Oh, I do love me some Gravity Falls.
Although we have been doing a lot of books, we're on our book year and we're almost done the year.
We are almost done with the year, and it is the book year.
Do you have any comic
Do you
book
want
type
to build a
things that
snowman?
you would like to cover?
I don't.
Because we did the
What
Adventure
if?
Zone. What if?
What if next time we just talk about our writing stuff?
Because my writing's not public consumption?
What about writing process?
We can talk about writing. What kind of craft will we do for writing though?
That's a great question. I don't know. Read a book with us, everybody.
That's I mean, I guess they could. That's a tall order. Write a book with us in an hour.
Danny sneezes and gets shit done.
Look, I can write relatively quickly, but not that quickly.
I don't know how you have so many ideas in your big brain.
Um, I don't know. They're just always there. I have to carry a notebook around to put them in.
I'm jealous.
You want to share my notebook?
Sure.
Okay, I'll show you my ideas. It'll be fine. It'll be fun.
You don't no 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 no. No, Danny, you're panicking, so you don't have to do that. I don't know. I don't know what we should do. Should we do a ketchup? No.
No, I want to do something that we can color with hoo-hoos for you.
Oh, no, we don't have to do that.
I mean, we're getting to the end of the year.
Correct.
We can do something Christmassy and bookish.
So there is a book that just came out called The Nightmare Before Christmas.
I've seen that mentioned in several places.
I have it on Kindle.
Have you started it?
Not yet because for me it's not really the Christmas season. But I could start it and we could do like a read along kind of thing. Our
Ooh,
next book club thing. We don't
yes.
do that for next week though, I don't think, because that would
No.
be too soon. Or not next week, but maybe our so hold on.
Our December one?
Uh 26th, and then we have the 10th. Oh, one of our episodes falls on Christmas Eve.
Yeah, we will be taking that one off.
Okay.
But yeah, December 10th.
So yeah, we could do December 10th. I could probably get it done by then.
Okay. So for not next one, but the one after, we'll do The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yes.
At some point, we need to get together with our friend and find a time to do the Dresden Files.
Correct. We do need to do that. What we were gonna make Juans for that. Should
Yes.
we see if they are available for the 26th?
We can certainly try.
Let me text them. Where the fuck? There's my phone.
Where'd my phone go? My phone's right up there.
I'm so old. I don't know where anything is.
I'm trying to think of alternate things. I mean, if we can't do Dresden Files for the next one, we can do just a catch up. Because I almost knocked over my dice castle getting my camera ready tonight. So I still need to finish that dice tower.
Oh, that just lives in my craft closet where all of my shame lives.
We should work on those.
My shame? That's not gonna happen.
No, but our shame projects, our closet projects.
Our cl- Our closet
Our closet
projects.
projects.
Yeah, we should work on some of our projects like that. Do you want to build a snowman? We'll see what
Do you
our
want to
friend
talk about
says.
Dresden?
Do you want to talk about Dresden?
You know, we could do Frozen
No.
since you sing it so much.
I don't want it stuck in my head. Because it will be.
Like it is after every episode when you sing it at me.
Yes.
Maybe having it in there on purpose will get it away.
No.
Okay. Um.
Hmm?
Yeah, I think that's our unofficial plan.
Yes. Once we find out if our friend wants to. Do
We'll
you
either
want to?
be talking Dresden Files and making magic wands, or
Or
catching up on
craft stuff.
our past projects.
Possibly talking
Hey,
about life.
I gotta show you the thing that I got. Come here.
Wait, you had a thing that you wanted to talk about. Spooky, scary thing.
Oh no, that's just for us. But look at this.
Oh. Ooh, that's
I
bright as fuck.
I got my pixel dice. I got my pixel dice. The first one anyway.
Ooh. Holy shit.
So this, have I talked to you about pixels? Have I spread the word of pixels?
No.
Pixels, I backed as a Kickstarter like almost 5 years ago. This has been a
And you
very
just got it?
yes, but they have been really good about keeping up with updates, and we knew from the start that this was going to be a long-term project because these dice connect to Bluetooth, and so I can roll it here, and it will populate into D&D Beyond or Roll20 or Discord. And so I can have my physical dice and I can do the things I need to do to physical dice to make them like me. And I can roll and it'll show up digitally. And also you can program all sorts of fun lights.
Could you start this this show earlier if we did it on the 26th so that our friend could go stream another game?
Yes.
Okay.
But
And
yes,
yes,
I
Ren,
got my
to your
pixels.
question, we could be done at about this time.
Oh yeah, easily.
Easily.
But I got my pixel dice, the first one. So I ordered a single D20 because there was a really cheap price through the Kickstarter, and I also got a full 7-piece set. But my full 7-piece set is in a color that is not fully produced yet. So this is the
Oh.
Midnight Galaxy that I got my D20 shipped early. And I am just so excited about it. And I haven't had a chance to play a game where I've had to roll it yet. But it comes with its own little charging case with the little pixel logo on it. And if anyone is interested in getting their own pixels, I have a referral code that will get you a discount and get me some credit too if I want to buy more, which I totally do. So I will send it to you.
It lights up. That's all I fucking care about. I don't care about the Bluetooth shit.
Well, and it lights up in different patterns. I have it set for like a very boring setup right now, but when you roll a natural 20, you can set it so that the whole thing like pulses in rainbows, or does a snake or a waterfall, or it just lights up. Like you can program every number to have a different effect.
Danny.
So like when I roll a 1, it flashes red.
Danny.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I have rolled it. Well, the app is in my phone, but the app also keeps track of your rolls. And so I know that as of last night, I'd rolled it like 83 times just playing with it because it's fun.
Danny.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So I am a huge fan of this thing already, and it likes me. Unlike,
Oh,
well, because digital dice hate me.
true that.
But I was
Really
rolling
does.
in Discord in my home game just to test it out, and I was rolling really well. Like a lot of 13s. This die likes 13s for me,
Mm-hmm.
and 16s and sevens. I mean, sevens aren't great, but
Yeah.
not a lot of ones. Like 5 or 6 20s already. So I'm hoping
Oh,
I'm
I
not
have
rolling out
something
the
to
good
tell
ones.
you now that we're talking about dice.
Yes.
I finally got all the dice out of the gelatinous cube.
Yay! That's been
Yeah,
a while. I love
it
it though.
has been. It sounds like I don't use soap, but that's not true. We just
No,
use liquid soap around my
well,
house a
exactly.
lot.
Yeah, solid soap takes a while to get through because most people don't
Cor-
think to use
correct.
solid soap these days.
Correct.
It's liquid and
Feels
soap pumps.
it feels gross at times to use solid soap.
Yeah, it can
I
feel
don't
weird.
yeah, I don't know why. But my friend was using it a lot so that they could get the dice out, which I thought was very funny.
I mean, you gotta have the motivation, right?
Anyway, because I'm yawning so much, let's start wrapping this up. Next time we're talking about the Dresden Files with our friend
Yeah!
Red.
So that will be in 2 weeks' time. We'll be starting a little bit early.
Yep,
Um,
we'll be talking about the first book.
yes, just the first one.
Yeah, Stormfront. Stormfront.
And
I often listen to that book to fall asleep now.
I listened to it just a couple of weeks ago while I was walking around Chicago after
Oh,
dark.
that's a good one to listen to in
It
Chicago.
is. We'll talk about why when we talk about it, but yeah.
Yeah, you're fine, Ren. I also have to do that, so um
Yeah, I have it on audiobook, so I'll probably play it again before
correct.
then.
It's the only way I consume the Dresden Files.
It is
I
so
don't think
good.
I could actually read the Dresden Files. I probably could, but it wouldn't have the same voice.
Yeah,
And
the
and now that I've started it at yes, that
yes, Chance
because
Marsters. Oh,
I don't think I could listen to Dresden in my own voice. I'd be like, "Buddy,
yeah. We'll talk all about that though. We're excited.
we are excited. We're gonna make wands. We're gonna be awesome."
I guess I'll do some looking up tutorials on how to make wands.
Oh yeah.
Get a glue gun ready.
Sticks and hot water. Hot water, hot glue,
Hot glue. Yes,
and paint.
yes. It'll be fine.
It's gonna be a lot of fun. I mean, you were already wanting to smack Dresden even only with the book that need to restart. So, Summer Night makes me want to smack Dresden so hard.
I mean,
But I
he
get it. I
frequently
get
deserves
it.
it.
I get it for what happened in the previous book. I get it. But also Dresden.
Come on, dude. So, yes, we will be talking about that in 2 weeks' time. Join us again. Same channel, slightly different time, but don't worry, we'll be posting it in our Discord on Majestic Goose to let you know for sure what time.
Mhm.
And then the one after that, we'll be talking about The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yes.
Oh, I don't know if I can do the thing with the fable. Did I make a link?
We can figure that out and post it in the Discord too.
I just feel like I had a link that I'm going to look real quick and see. I did not. I just put a link to my thing, not to the. That's fine.
I
We'll post
I
a link in Discord to Fable.
mhm.
Fable is a book review slash book club site slash television review site. And we will post a link to that, and
Aw.
we will have well, we'll link the first Dresden's Files book, and then we'll do the Nightmare Before Christmas, so that you can
I
join along with us.
yeah. Yeah. And then Deebles will probably try and get back into her reading of the Dresden Files. I have 18 books to get through before Red and I play the game. So
There are that many of them?
he's working on the 18th one right now. I don't think it's been published yet or
Okay.
released yet.
Does that include all the halves? Oh,
No.
okay.
No.
Gotcha.
And you know what? You know what? I personally am going to ignore those until I get through the main stories.
Okay.
I feel like that's what I have to do for my own sanity.
Okay.
We're
Yeah.
not counting. See?
Yeah.
We're not counting the short stories.
So
We're
I've
really
been, for the last couple years, I've been using all of my Audible credits to buy
the short stories.
just all of the Dresden Files.
I think I have 7 credits, so I need to go in and go,
Oh,
okay, what Dresden Files do I have and
what
which
do I
ones
need?
don't I have?
Yeah. I mean, I've had to, I not had to. I have chosen to use some credits for like a few other things, but
I think I did when we did The King in Yellow, I think I got the audiobook for that one.
yeah, that was a rough read. Although I'm glad that I did, and also glad that I listened to the supplementary case file thing from the redacted reports because that that interview. Do you
Uh-huh.
remember that one? Did you listen to that one? I think it was it. Oh, I don't remember who the which reference it was, but they had an expert on the King in Yellow that they were interviewing that Agent Rowan was interviewing.
Oh, I didn't get a chance to listen to those.
So I used the lore from that as inspiration for Resurrection Men, which was one of my storytime with Silas stories this year.
Oh, so here's the thing. Um, Much like the Dresden Files, the redacted reports I listened to main story for my own sanity. I want to go back and listen to everything. Like
Mm-hmm.
I don't listen to the takeouts for the patron stuff. I literally listen to the story. I think I've listened to some of the like supplemental stuff, but because like I I have a very hard time getting very invested in everything like that,
Yeah.
that I'm like, you know what? I have to do it this. If it's not on main feed or the patron feed, I don't listen to it. And bloopers often bug the shit out of me because I'm like, I just want to get to the next episode.
Yeah. I mean, if you're not an outtakes person, you're not an outtakes person, and that is.
Yeah, and they're fun, and I do listen to them sometimes depending on what's going on in my life. But half the time I fall so far behind in the redacted reports, I have to go, shit, and then listen to each episode back to back to back to back to back.
Yeah. Although, just a reminder that the new season has started, so
I know, I know. I've started episode 1. I know episode 2 is out now, but I started episode 1 and I need to go back, but I keep having people call me at work. God damn it, people.
why work do you make me actually do my job?
Yeah.
The fuck is that about?
Um, but I am here for it.
Yes.
And then there are other things we are working on, not really secret things, but some secret things that I have been in contact with people.
Ooh,
You know who you are.
not me.
Yes, you.
Me? Oh no! Oh no! What am I forgetting?